So Netflix just added Parasyte. No, not the award-winning movie. The anime. I suppose I should call it Parasyte the Maxim, which is its full title. On the surface, the show is a generic, trope-filled anime that embodies basically everything we make fun of anime for. However, the show redeems itself with its fantastic soundtracks and exploration of deeper meanings, plus the insanely gory deaths and badass fight scenes. The show is about a kid named Shinichi Izuma who gets attacked by Migi. Migi is the smartest parasite to ever exist, yet he still somehow fucks up his entire purpose of controlling a human brain by entering Shinichi's arm, because, well, then the anime wouldn't happen. He gets stopped by a fucking headphone cord. A headphone cord! That must be the strongest goddamn headphone cord ever created. Obviously, because it's an anime, they become friends and have to fight off the other parasites who were sent to Earth to cure it of humanity. All the other parasites completely control their bodies, which basically means they have the ability to do whatever the plot needs them to do, so the writers can just make shit up as they go. Sometimes they're bulletproof. Sometimes they just don't feel pain. Sometimes they just move and create internal organs because, fuck it, why not? Hell, at one point a dog turned itself into a giant winged demon, and then they never talked about it again. The one consistent part is that every single monster can turn their head into a giant tentacle monster thing with knives, and they fight each other. What really makes this anime stand apart, though, is the dark concepts and meaning of life themes. The way the show asks the audience the hard questions. The entire time we're getting dialogue between Shinichi and Migi, arguing about things as mundane and meaningless as why in the world Shinichi needs to name him, to other things like why Migi can't use an entire school of kids as a human shield. Both concepts completely and equally foreign to the other person. As the show progresses, Shinichi and Migi start to understand each other's points more and more. Shinichi realizes everything might be meaningless, and that maybe just because it doesn't benefit humanity doesn't mean it's necessarily evil. And Migi grows to be more compassionate, especially to the things that are important to Shinichi. As great and deep as this show is, there are still times where it slaps you in the face with a reminder that you are in fact watching an anime. One of the best examples is how they have an entire arc where they force a love triangle with a dumb chick who can sense parasites, in turn being able to sense Migi and Shinichi. She decides that clearly means Shinichi is her soulmate, and there is no other way. He doesn't need to be with his girlfriend anymore, so naturally she stalks him, super creepy about it, and even though he repeatedly tells her that, hey, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't stalk me and follow me. I don't like you. Also, you're gonna get eaten by parasites. Just stop. This is the biggest anime trope in the world. It's obnoxious. It's probably the most satisfying part when she dies. If it wasn't revealed that the entire arc was to remind you that he is in fact a 16-year-old kid who just watched a girl die. The show proceeds to use the next 3 episodes to make you feel like the worst piece of shit in the world for giving zero fucks about her, as well as taking this opportunity to dive into what Shinichi must be feeling like on the inside, dealing with all this trauma. The show knows what it is and it uses that to its advantage. It's moments like this that turn the show into the most heartfelt anime I've seen that isn't a Studio Ghibli film. You feel angry when you're supposed to feel angry. You cry when Shinichi cries. And yes, sometimes you even feel happy for this kid. At times, you just feel unattached to everything. And the show has this amazing way of making everything feel so bland and unremarkable, while also questioning why it feels natural to see so much carnage and fucked upness. It's not empty. There are real stakes. Most of the characters die as soon as you meet them. All the while, all you want is this poor kid to have something good, to have a normal life. And don't even get me started on this absolute masterpiece of a soundtrack. Every single song, straight banger. Not a single song isn't enjoyable. Not only are they fantastic songs, but where they choose to put them in the show makes it that much better. You'll be watching through stretches of absolute silence, exposition, things that just feel a bit uninteresting, or maybe everything seems lost. But then bam, someone said something interesting, this genius melody comes on, and everything kicks back off. You had no idea how quiet it was before, but the suspense is back. Guys, it's a damn good show. It has its problems, but at the end of the day, if you're a fan of anime, you've already come to expect these things. It may not be as good as things like Eden of the East, Wolf and Spice, or basically anything made in the 90s, but despite all of these shortcomings, it still provides a wonderfully sad and engaging experience. Plus, it's basically the plot of Avengers Infinity War, but It's a bunch of little bugs instead of Thanos. So there's that.